What's up, everybody? Welcome to Charleston Car Videos. So you saw the title, right? The 2018 Volkswagen Tiguan engine is underpowered. You know, I wanted to talk about this a little bit this morning while I'm on the way out to the car dealerships to go film a video. And you know, a lot of people have stressed their opinions of the engine power with the Tiguan, and a lot of people have said, look, this vehicle is underpowered. And anyways, I gotta quit saying right? But I did a video about the new 2018 Tiguan yesterday, uploaded it. There was a guy named Dennis that commented and said, you know, he's like, I love the review. He's like, you're one of the best reviewers, you know, car reviewers. I'm like, wow, thank you, Dennis. I really appreciate it. Man, if I had more people like you, Dennis. But he was like, I love the Tiguan. I own a Tiguan. He has like a Tiguan SE version. But his main complaint was the power. And then other people commented, and they said the same thing. So, with that being said, I see that there is a want for more power in this vehicle. And technically the only way to give it more power is by basically, at this point, aftermarket modifications to the motor, because you're kind of out of luck right now, Volkswagen drivers, by having a more powerful Volkswagen Tiguan. I mean, it's not like Volkswagen's gonna do anything about it right this moment. Horsepower, a few notches, right? I mean, there must be something you can do that's under $1,000 or under even $500. Well, now I'm not a car technician, so I mean, maybe can't give you the best advice on that. But I remember back in the day, if I want to give my little Acura Integra a little more oomph, I would buy a intake system and put like a cold air intake on it. That might give you 7 extra horsepower, somewhere right around there. So that's one thing you can do if they make it for the Tiguan, which I'm sure they got something available. Okay, so you can put an intake on it. Maybe there's some kind of chip you can do to chip it, where that will give you more power. There you go. Right, Jim Tom just said that. He said change the chip on the computer. That's a good point. So that's an option. That may not cost a whole lot. In any performance shop in your city, or maybe yourself, you could do it. Another thing you could do is possibly put higher fuel in your vehicle. You could run 93 octane instead of running 87. That always bumps up the horsepower a little bit. I don't think the Tiguan is recommended at 93 octane. I know a lot of the higher end luxury vehicles like Audi, they probably recommend, you know, 93, but maybe that's something you could do. The turbo, right? Maybe you can somehow get a boost controller and boost it up. But here's the thing. Your average person, the average mom out there driving the Tiguan, or the average dad that's got one, or whoever has got one, most of the time they're just going to deal with it, and they're not going to they're not going to go spending money or doing stuff like that to bump up the power on their car. Now here's something that Dennis had written this morning that was really some good information, and I wanted to talk about this. He said, do not drive around in economy mode. If you really want to feel sluggish driving your Tiguan, do not drive in economy mode. According to him, he says when driving in economy mode, he's like, it's actually dangerous. He's like, the car has no power hardening. I mean, it just doesn't perform the way it should at all. So, I mean, definitely, if you want good fuel economy, drive in economy mode. But if you If you want a little extra power, don't do that. Anyways, we are going to do a video. That's why I'm doing this video right here, because I'm going to go ahead and let you know now, ahead of time. Next week, when I'm at the Volkswagen dealership, we are going to do a video with Tiguan, and we are going to test out the power of the motor. I will promise you, I will take the vehicle on the highway and I will give it a run for the money. I promise. I will test it out in the different drive modes and see how that goes. I will test it out going up the largest, highest bridge in Charleston, which is the Arthur Ravenel Bridges. I want to see how it does going uphill, and I will test it out pulling out into traffic, all those types of situations, 0 to 60, all that. We're going to test this vehicle out and see exactly if it really is underpowered. So that's something we're going to do next week. I'm sorry to say that it is underpowered from what everybody seems to be saying. But here's the thing, folks, you got to remember. It seems to me that people really want better fuel economy. The auto manufacturers are battling between each other on who can make a crossover vehicle that gets the best fuel economy. I mean, they want to be able to have it in the magazines and on the best websites saying Volkswagen Tiguan gets 50 miles to the gallon, right? I mean, maybe it doesn't get 50, but they want to be able to throw that out there and have a high mile per gallon rating. So that is really the reason why it is the way it is. You can't have tons of horsepower and have, you know, the best fuel economy in the marketplace. It's just a given. Anyways, we got a few people on the stream. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining with us today. We are getting ready to hop out and go film some Fords and Chevys today. So we got an exciting day of filming cars. But next week, stay tuned with us. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna film some Tiguan videos. So I also want to say I appreciate all y'all's support on this channel. I have watched this channel over the last 2 weeks go from 10,000 to 10,800 subscribers. It is amazing. My other channel, Piggybackers, it's been stuck at 5,600 subscribers for the last 2 months. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, either you're getting off the channel or joining the channel. It doesn't make sense, but the subscriber count doesn't seem to want to change. But this channel seems to change every day. So I appreciate that. And I guess it seems that more people are interested in me talking about automobiles than talking about my real life. So with that being said, I will definitely keep pushing hard on the automotive channel. All right, everybody, we got to our location. Again, this was just a quick video to talk with y'all about the underpowerness of the Tiguan. You know, it's got around 184 horsepower. You know, it probably needs about 210, 215, 220, somewhere right around there. So I will tell you, you know, last year I drove Tiguans all the time. I said that in my car review. I'm like, it seemed like every week I had a Tiguan driving it, okay? Why was I doing that? Well, I'm reviewing them. I'm learning about the car. I'm driving it. I want to see what's going on. But I never really got into the underpowerness of the vehicle. Now, you may say, well, why didn't you ever talk about that kind of stuff? Well, here's the thing, guys and girls. I technically work for these car dealerships, so I do videos for the car dealerships. The videos, a lot of the time, go on the car dealerships' websites, on Facebook, all that kind of thing. I can't necessarily do a video talking bad about the car, right? It just wouldn't look good. You know, if somebody's on the website of a dealership and they're watching it and they go, and this guy goes, this car's underpowered. I mean, don't get it. It's not enough power, you know, or whatever. You know, I wouldn't dog it anyways like that, but I'm just saying, if I do that, it won't look good for the dealership. So technically, I can't really do that. But this video coming next week, it's going to be a video just for this channel. and I'm going to talk about it with y'all because I think the subject really needs to be brought up, and there needs to be some testing done. So anyways, I'm sure there's already been testing done, but there hasn't been any testing done with this guy right here. So that's what we're going to do. If there's any other vehicles in the marketplace that you would like to see test drives done on and me talking about the power and performance of a vehicle, please let me know. I have access to a Ford dealership, a Chevrolet dealership, and a Volkswagen store right now. So those are the 3 brands. But, you know, there's always time to get out and maybe go check out some other cars as well. Anyways, Jim Tom says, right, don't. You do a good job. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it, man. I think Jim was just on my other stream a minute ago. So thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. See, some of y'all are on both channels. I like that. That's great. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. And anyways, all right, I've been talking a little bit too long this morning. I got to save a little bit of breath for out here at the car dealership. All right, everybody, peace out. Have a blessed day. And if you got anything you want to talk about the Tiguan, if you own one or whatnot, if you're watching this video later on, get in that comment section. Let's start a discussion. We'll see you soon. Daniel says Ford GT. Boy, I wish I could get in a Ford GT, but I'm out in the country. They don't got Ford GTs out here. I wish they could, though. Marcel, what's up? Thank you, man. I appreciate it, Marcel. I do. I appreciate it. Man, boy, that Dr. Pepper's good in the morning. All right, everybody, we got to get rolling. I got to get rolling. I got to do something exciting today. I really do. I got to find something exciting to film. Let's go ahead and get started. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll have a good one.